Well, we've gotten to a point in this country where eating out simply means you grab a blanket, you sit outside, and you eat a sandwich. Because who's paying these prices? It should not be a financial decision for a family of four to go to freaking McDonald's. But it is, and if you want to treat your family to a nice place, well, you might have to work a few days and dedicate that income to that dinner. And it's not just the price increases. People are pissed off because the quality of food is horrible, the service isn't good, and you're expected to tip everywhere now. Even for takeout, you want to grab your takeout, they're going to flip a little screen at you and ask you for a tip. Dining out in America has gotten out of control, and people are finally starting to see that it's just not worth it.
So I want to ask a question about like going out to eat, like just going to restaurants. Am I the only one that feels like it all started with COVID? That eating at restaurants, like the value proposition is just gone. Most of the restaurants that I ever liked in my life, they all kind of suck now. The food is bland. It's like flavorless. The food is, I don't know. The food, it keeps getting more and more expensive. The wait staff are constantly turning over. Like there's no service. And like you go to places and you just keep getting these big bills. They find ways to pad their bills, you know, like charging more for drinks or whatever. But they're constantly charging more for stuff. And you just end up leaving a restaurant these days, like, I don't know, not full, not satisfied. And it just seems like it's all, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. But I don't even look forward to eating out anymore. I don't know. Like, I'd rather just eat at home.
The culture of going out to eat in America is getting absolutely destroyed. You used to be able to go out to eat, get a drink, get an appetizer, get a meal, maybe get a dessert, $22. Those days are dead. I live in LA. My restaurant's in Los Angeles. If you want to go out to eat with a friend and grab lunch, you're spending 60, maybe $70. You throw a mocktail, cocktail in there, you're at $100. You're already done. You have families of 4, families of 5 that want to go out to eat, and the minimum they spend is $150, $160 to feed their family of 4. Service is down. Portions are down. Quality is down. Everything is down. Prices are up. People are aggravated. People are sick of it, and I understand that. McDonald's, Denny's, IHOP, your go-to fast casual QSR spaces that were great for budget-friendly meals are smoked. You're spending $40 at Denny's now. I want nothing more than reduce my prices, but I can't when my trash goes up $500 in a year, my property taxes, my unsecured property taxes, the POS system fees go up, vendor prices go up, food prices go up, they're charging me for gas now, like, it's getting bonkers. I went to dinner the other night, and they served me like 3 ounces of pasta for $54. I said, are you guys out of your mind? You don't even make the pasta here. Like, you're buying the pasta fresh and making it, and it's tomato sauce. You're charging $54. DoorDash, Uber Eats. Don't even get me started on DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's a scam in itself. I don't know. In my restaurant, we keep the portions big, the quality extremely high. We try our best. We do our best, but you know, we have to bend to the world around us, essentially.
Am I tripping? What is a chef's cooking fee? Don't they pay the chef to cook? And ain't that what I'm paying for? When I'm paying for the food for the chef to cook? Oh, okay, I'm not leaving a tip. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to take your tip out of the chef's cooking fee, whatever that is. That's not happening.
Restaurants are quietly adding non-tipper fees to bills, hoping you won't notice. Inside a restaurant in California, after finishing his dinner, a customer was checking his bill. Suddenly, he noticed an extra line at the bottom of the bill. It showed non-tipper fee. The amount was 15% of the total bill. The server explained, "This is our restaurant's new policy. If you do not leave a tip, the system will automatically add a 15% tip." The customer did not argue any further. That night, he posted a photo of the bill on social media. The post got tens of thousands of comments overnight. Some people supported this kind of practice, because if you are unwilling to tip, then you are exploiting the server's labor. 15% is even lower than usual. But some people also said non-tipper fees should be illegal. You cannot force a tip. But some people were also curious. How do they know you're a non-tipper if you haven't paid yet? But more people felt tipping culture needs to stop. It's getting ridiculous.
Our restaurant bill had a 4% charge for health insurance or staff wellness. And I've been seeing this on the receipts of restaurants all over San Diego. They're allowed to put it on there, but you can't be forced to pay it. If you ask them to take it off, they have to remove it. I've also seen some places put a $2 water donation fee if you drink water. But have you seen that in other states besides California? The big thing is you don't have to pay that surcharge, that 4%. It says, it's supposed to say on the bottom of your receipt, please ask the server for this to be removed if you do not want to pay. But that's putting the customer in a really awkward place. It's already awkward enough that they make you fill out the tip thing in front of the server as they pass you the touchscreen swiper, and they're just waiting and looking at you saying, I hope you have a great day. Anyway, if we go into a restaurant and know that we're going to have to pay 20% for tip, 4% for a surcharge, we basically have to look at the price of a meal and say, okay, I have to add 25% on top of that.
I'm tired of pretending any type of food, whether it's sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, whatever, when you go out to eat, I'm tired of pretending that it's not expensive. I went to Jimmy John's last night for dinner. Me and my brother got 2 full sandwiches. Okay, they're full sandwiches. $47. $47 for 2 sandwiches. I understand Jimmy John's has been on the pricier side of sandwiches since they started. This is outrageous. I swear this is more expensive. This is more expensive than what I got last time. $47. What are we doing? Is this the economy that we were looking for in the 21st century? Yeah, I didn't think so.
This is why motherfuckers don't build a McDonald's anymore. Look at these places.
Almost $14 for a Big Mac meal. Almost $16 for a double quarter pounder meal. The McCrispy strips, a 4-count McCrispy strip meal is $11.29. What? A 10-piece McNugget meal is $14, $13.99. Filet of fish meal, $13.59. A 2 cheeseburger meal is now $12.99, $13. For 2 of their small-ass cheeseburgers, some fries, and a drink. $13.
Listen, this may ruffle some feathers, and I quite honestly don't give a fuck. We're experiencing a tipping epidemic in this country, and people have lost their minds. When I grew up, I was born in 98, okay? Whatever generation you want to consider me a part of, that's the year that I was born. It was normalized to tip when you were provided a service. So you would go to a restaurant, you would sit down, you would get waited on, you would leave a tip. I would get my nails done at the salon, acrylic little nails with my tips at 16 years old. I would throw her a $5 tip. She'd do a pedicure, I'd throw her a $5 tip. Now it is normalized to tip for everything. For everything. Why on earth would I tip you when I'm going through the drive-thru to get a motherfucking coffee, okay? How does that make any fucking sense, okay? That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is when they used to flip that stupid fucking iPad around, it would be 10%, 15%, max 20%. I just went to a coffee shop in St. Pete, okay? I walk up to the counter, I order my 2 fucking coffees, right? She swivels, turns around the motherfucking iPad, and it's a 25, 30, and 35. I almost dropped dead on the floor. Because what the fuck do you mean you want a $7 tip on my fucking 2 iced lattes? Have you lost your damn marbles? And I understand it's not obviously the girl at the register. It has nothing to do with her. It's whoever owns the fucking damn coffee shop, right? Whoever set up that POS system. But we have lost our fucking mind.
Listen, a few years ago, $20 could have fed a whole damn basketball team at McDonald's. Now that's what some people are paying for a single fast food meal. People are on hard times right now. We don't have all that extra money to go out and splurge. And you think restaurants would recognize this. Of course, they have rising food costs and they have to pay their employees and such, but you think that they would understand a little bit, but instead they're charging you automatic gratuity and they're adding charges to your bill. Like if you have over a certain amount of people, we're going to charge you more. In what world does that make sense? Usually it's the other way around. If I buy more from you, I get a discount. So I'm bringing more business to you. The server is going to receive a larger tip. We're going to eat more food, in return making you, the restaurant, more money. But it makes sense to charge me and my party more. You guys let me know down below if I'm wrong about that or not, and what you think about the whole eating out situation in general. But times are getting harder, gas prices are rising, the cost of everything is rising. So when people are pinched, the first thing that's going to go is the thing that is not 100% necessary. What is 100% necessary? Me paying my rent or my mortgage, staying housed, and having some food in the fridge to eat. What's not necessary is going out to the movies or restaurants and spending $20, $30 on a burger. And I think this is going to get a lot worse. Even fast food chains are closing down like crazy. Wendy's just closed, I think, 3,000 locations. It was like 10 or 15% of all their stores. And you know how much we in America love fast food. So if they're not doing well, that kind of signals a bigger economic problem. I keep saying this, but I truly believe it. I think anybody with any sort of backyard or lawn, you're going to stop seeing so many just green, clean cut grass lawns. You're going to start seeing freaking tomato plants and potato plants growing in those yards because people will have to out of necessity. I did just that this year. Me and my wife planted some tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, watermelons. We have a strawberry patch, and we don't have a big backyard at all. Maybe one of these videos I'll take some footage outside and show you guys. But that's honestly what I think people are going to be moving towards. Not only just to save money, but to eat healthier. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.